If you got a screen like this for the Raspberry Pi, then this is not as simple as plugging into it. You need to do two things before you can start using it. First, you need to have proper drivers for the screen. Next, you need to calibrate the screen. In this video, I am going to show you how to install the drivers and how to calibrate the screen. So let's get started. This is the LCD screen that I'm going to use. Always try to first figure out the model number of the screen, such that you can have proper drivers of the screen installed. Fit the LCD properly into the Raspberry Pi. Now we are going to need a micro SD card into which we are going to write a full installation of the Raspbian OS with the software of our choice like Ballerina HR for Windows. Put the micro SD card into the Pi. Plug in a monitor along with a mouse and keyboard. And give 5 volts of power. I prefer to use an Ethernet cable to connect the Pi into my local network and remotely access the Pi. I also need to connect a mouse. The reason for this, I'm going to show you in the later part of the video. Now download the driver for the screen from the link in the description below. This is going to be a compressed file. Now open a terminal within the Raspbian OS and navigate to the folder where you have downloaded the driver or remotely access the folder. Now we need to decompress the compressed driver file, upon which we are going to get a folder named LCD Show with all the decompressed files within it. Now go inside the LCD Show directory, where you are going to find various drivers for different sizes of LCD. The LCD screen that I'm using is of 3.5 inches, and so I'm going to use a driver with similar name in order to install it. Start the installation process by typing in the command that you can see on the screen, and during this process you need to have an active internet connection, as the process is going to download the required drivers and softwares that is going to be required. We then need to install a small software that is present within the LCD Show folder itself. This is a software which is going to help us to calibrate the screen. Now we can reboot our system. On reboot, the LCD screen will start working. But the problem is that the stylus that is given along with the screen will not work because it is not properly calibrated. So we now open the software that we have installed for the calibration of the screen by going to Preferences and tapping on the calibration software. On finishing the calibration process, the calibration software is going to generate some lines of code. And these are the lines that you need to go and type it into the screen calibration configuration file as root. You can now reboot the system, and if everything has been done properly, your stylus and the screen will start working properly. If this video worked for you, then please don't forget like, comment and share, and please do subscribe for future such videos of mine.